So I just was making a video the other day about these catalytic converters, and I told you guys, man, these guys are playing this game like it's a movie out here and doing some crazy stuff. And we got an incident like that unfolding at the time that I'm making this video. I had a couple other videos prepped for you guys, man, but I'm going to drop this one first because this is real time. I don't know if the situation is going to change by the time I drop it, but we got a guy who just escaped from police on the west side of Chicago by kicking out the back window of a police car and running from the scene. And whether he's actually from Chicago or not, I'm not sure, but the police were following him. Investigators were following him to trying to find out if he had stolen some catalytic converters. Now, this was suburban police, like in conjunction with Chicago. So where exactly he's from, I don't know, but his name was Devin Rebels. He's 27. The manhunt was underway at a golf course. He made his escape after kicking out the back window of a police car and running. The Elmhurst police said that they had been tracking him and a second suspect for the past 2 weeks in a car they say was involved in multiple stolen catalytic converters in DuPage County, which is a county out to the west of Chicago. And investigators said that they caught them in the act on Thursday morning. But when they tried to arrest them, they sped away. They were arrested about an hour later in Chicago. And they were on the way back to Elmhurst when rebels broke free. The transporting officer lost track of Devin in the woods along the south side of the Columbus Park golf course. And the deputy chief said, "I'm disheartened by the situation." He said this was a property crime involving a catalytic converter theft. It did not have to escalate to this, but ultimately Mr. Rebels is the one that chose to escape out of the back seat of the car, and that's his responsibility. So he was last seen in a tan shirt and was still in handcuffs when he escaped. Investigators said he was not armed when he was arrested, but police said that he also is wanted on aggravated assault charges. Elmhurst police and Chicago police continue to search for in the heavily wooded Columbus Park and surrounding areas with police canines and a helicopter, and anybody with information on his whereabouts is asked to call 911 immediately. So, man, this is crazy. I mean, the catalytic converter things, I don't know how much more time he would be facing because of the fact that he tried to escape. But these catalytic converter things, I told you guys, man, this is really not worth it. I know it's going to fetch thousands of dollars, per catalytic converter. But, this is a thing that it can never end well. I really can't see anybody having like a long career doing this, like stealing catalytic converters for 50 years and living out. Like, I just can't see it, man. Like, this is a thing that every single time you do this, you roll the dice, and I mean, it's just like a matter of time. I don't get it. But this guy's a little bit older for the catalytic converter theft game. I mean, some of these guys out here are doing this pretty young, and the carjacking game is even younger. We just had a guy arrested, not a guy, like a kid arrested a few weeks ago, 11 years old. 11 years old, involved in carjacking out here. These are not even teenagers, like literal grammar school kids out here doing this, man. I don't know why the car thing suddenly became so popular. I don't know if it's the video games. I mean, people have been speculating that it's the video games provoking these kids to do this. It was going on like in the 90s and the 80s, but not to this extent with the cars. Cars have always had catalytic converters. They've always, obviously been there to steal. And we've had, like I said, it was here and there, but I mean, it's just increased exponentially. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what the trend is about this, whether it's that GTA or what, but, man, it's insane. Like, you can't even leave your car in like the sweetest part of the city. You can't leave your car really, without like the maximum security on that car, the club, the whole bit, for even a second, because I mean, these guys are out here just roaming 24/7. The good areas, that's the thing about these car thefts. This is not something that just goes on in like the gang war zones in the most, violent neighborhoods of the city. This is going on everywhere. Upscale suburbs. They arrested some car thieves. They had taken a car, I think it was one of the most upscale suburbs on the North Shore. They were jacking cars out there and then bringing them all the way back down into the far south side, like the Jeffrey Manor neighborhood. And, these guys are it's almost like a real life video game. But a lot of them are really getting slammed now because, the sentences for this are going up. They're cracking down. At first, it was kind of light. But the public demand for stricter sentences on this has really gone up. But I've said with these catalytic converters, they have got to track down the guys who are buying this stuff and crack down on them, man. That's the only way I can see this stopping. Because there's so many guys doing it that I don't see any other way. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Your boy, when you see the report, I'm out.